We've kind of skipped going back about Borel's work. Did that influence you, Borel's work?
Oh yeah, very much so. Well, first of all, his thesis with all the calculations, the cohomology of the classical groups and so on, and the classifying spaces of the classical groups, and the wonderful spectral sequence arguments, very difficult spectral sequence arguments that he did. He was a fantastic spectral sequence technician. And then, of course, his paper on Hopf algebras. So he generalized Hopf's result on Hopf algebras over fields of characteristic 0 to fields of characteristic P, in particular Z over the field with P elements, P prime. And whereas Hopf would get an exterior algebra on odd-dimensional generators over the field with P elements, you would get polynomial rings truncated at some height of power of P in a tensor product of things, as well as exterior algebras over odd-dimensional generators. So, and I thought this was a very beautiful theorem. So I was working on H-spaces and at Cornell, and I one time came down to Princeton, and I went to see Borel and tell him about all my new theorems about Hopf algebras, and I was writing lots and lots of Hopf algebra papers at the time, spectral sequences of Hopf algebras. That was a wonderful paper because I had a spectral sequence for the first term of a spectral sequence for the first term of a spectral sequence. I was very proud of that. Nobody noticed, but I was very proud of it. Anyway, I came to talk to Borel and tell him about some of my things, and I was talking to him, and then there was a knock on the door, and there was Andre Weil. I don't remember.
Where is this? Was that
at the Institute. I don't remember Weil's exact words, but what I heard was, "Get rid of this jerk and go to lunch." And Borel said, "I'm busy." And I loved Borel ever since. So I had always a very good relationship with Borel. We were editors of the Annals together for many years, and there was a lot of mutual respect, and he was a very straightforward person, sometimes too straightforward for some people's taste, but he was a very good colleague.
You know, the lady who this very nice lady who used to help put out the Annals.
Fanny Rosenblum?
No, earlier than that. Anyway, she told me that Borel, as editor, used to sometimes, when she would, those days letters had to be typed up, she would write, "Dear," turning down a paper, "Dear Professor so-and-so," he would cross out professor and write in doctor. and if he didn't think so well the person, and then she felt bad, she couldn't send out a letter like that, she would retype it. But there were times when he crossed out doctor and wrote in Mr.
Eleanor Weisenbaum, maybe.
Yes.
Eleanor.
Eleanor,
Yes.
yes.